Hello again, it's Paul Ardreau from 12 Penny Exteriors, your local window depot. We're in our brand new showroom. We just moved in a couple of months ago. Very excited to be here. We're standing in front of a hardy sample wall that we're making. This is great because I can invite people over in here to look at windows, doors, siding. So that's where we are. And today, we're going to talk about entry doors. A quick little video about entry doors and what you're going to see when you buy something that's off the shelf. And today is going to be really fun because today we're actually going to take this door apart and see what's inside. So make sure you stick around. We've had this door for a couple of years. This is a steel entry door that we picked up from a local home center, one of those big box stores, for a job that we were doing, and then it was temporary, so we took it in, put it in, took it right out. Picked this up knowing what I was getting, but you may not know. So I'm going to show you, if you do decide to buy a door like this, what you're going to get. You'll say, okay, it's an entry door. It's got 6 panels. It's got the frame built around it. And you're going to look at this little sticker on the side. It's made by a very large window and door company. They're nationwide, probably worldwide. They sell a lot of windows and doors. Gelled one. Strong, sturdy steel construction. Got the fist. Good. Reinforced lock area for added security. Sounds awesome. Lifetime limited manufacturer's warranty. That sounds perfect. Tools and fasteners. And it looks like all I need is a hammer and a caulking gun to put this door in. How easy could this be? It's Energy Star rated in all 50 states. That sounds great. Well, it gives me the size, and it's premium. Must be good, right? Premium is a good word. All right, so let's see what you're getting at this price point. Spin this back around. Strong, sturdy steel construction. We'll talk about that in a second. Reinforced lock area for added security. Flip on this side. Here is your reinforced lock area for added security. All right, it's a piece of steel. They got to screw it in. And what this is designed to do, it's designed, if people are going to break in your house, a lot of times they'll try to kick in the handle to break the wood apart. This is designed to keep the wood from breaking. That looks pretty good, right? Well, look what a company like Provia will give you for a sturdy, reinforced lock area. If I put this the right way. That's a big difference. That's a huge difference. So you can either get this or this. That's one. 2, flip this back around. This door is painted. This door is just primed, which means you have to paint it yourself. And if you don't paint it within a certain time frame, it could void the warranty. We'll get to the warranty in a second. So you have to paint the front, you have to paint the back, you have to paint this side, and you have to paint this edge. Is that it? Nope. 2 more edges you have to paint. You have to paint the top of the door, and you have to paint the bottom of the door. How do you paint the bottom of the door? Install it, take it off the hinges, put it down flat, paint all 4 sides, make sure you prime it and paint it, and I think you have to give it at least 2 coats of paint. A little extra work for you, but you've saved some money on the door, so painting's not a big deal. The other thing, these jambs are wood. Jambs and the brick mold here that's attached is wood. That's great because wood is very strong and sturdy, keeps the door from racking and shifting. But the problem with this, we have to pan down a little bit. When I go to houses and I'm looking at front doors, 9 times out of 10, the door fails because water wicks up this way. I can usually put my finger through the door jamb. Because when you install this door, you're supposed to seal this with extra sealant on both sides. A lot of installers won't do that. And the other problem we have is this bottom of this brick mold, if that's not painted, water can get up there and ruin the brick mold, and the water can get behind the brick mold and ruin the jamb. Also not good. So what a company like Provia will do, this is their standard door frame. These 4 inches is a composite material. Water can't wick up, it can't rot the door. That's the first thing they do. The second thing they do, as an option, is this is the brick mold that's here. What a company like Provia does is they wrap this in aluminum. And this is all sealed. Water can't wick up this way at all. This is all protected from the elements. You're not going to get any door failure or rot failure on the jams. Now let's talk about that warranty. It says lifetime limited manufacturer's warranty. When I went on the JeldWooden website, this door, which is a steel door, has a 10-year warranty on the slab. On the frame itself, it has 1 year. And that's provided it's installed correctly, the proper shimming, proper sealants, and all that. So 10 years on the slab, 1 year on the frame. I don't know if that's lifetime or not, but that's their warranty. They have other warranties too, because they have many different door lines, but it's the one that I found for this one was that. And if you do need instructions to install it, you have to go to their website to figure out how to install it, unless you hire a certified installer. And as far as the Energy Star goes, which was on the side here, I don't know if this is a U value of 3.3, 0.2. I have no idea because it doesn't tell me. It is Energy Star qualified, so we'll give them credit for that. All right, but I still can't see what's inside the door. With Provia, I know how they make their doors. They foam fill the whole door to make this a very energy efficient door. I have no idea what's inside. How do we solve this? Let's take it apart and see what's inside. This is going to be fun. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. All right. That is loud. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. All right. Okay. As you can see, we cut a big chunk out of this door. Very exciting day for me because I don't know what's inside of this. Now I kind of do know what's inside of this. I know how Provia doors are made. I've been to the factory. I know exactly how they make them. So this is a learning experience for me as well. The first thing I want to compare right now is the jam. I talked to you earlier about how jams, doors, water wicks up the bottom, and that's where we get a lot of door failures as the water comes up. You're not going to have that problem with the Provia product because they're using the first 4 inches are composite, where this jam is wood. It's all wood. So if that bottom joint isn't sealed well, you could have problems down the road. The other thing I noticed, which I was kind of surprised, as you can see, they're roughly the same size. This feels a little bit heavier than this one. So the same size door, this is going to be heavier, sturdier, stronger, however you want to look at it, than this one. Different kind of pine, different kind of material. It just feels better in my hands. That's one. The second thing is the threshold. The threshold is the part you walk over to get inside the house. Nowadays, they're mostly aluminum. This is the threshold from that door. This screw is here. There's a series of screws are on the threshold, so you can adjust it. If your sill's out of whack, you can adjust this with the screws to make sure it's nice and even. That's good. Aluminum, fine. But when I flip this over, this wood is here, and they do this on purpose. So when you adjust it, the wood is going to force the aluminum up. This is hollow. Okay, what's the big deal? Well, when you install the door in your house, let's just assume this is your frame of the house. The door only goes in so far, and then the rest sticks out. If you don't have some kind of kick plate below here, or if you don't have room for kick plate, that can bend if you step on it too many times, and it could cause some problems going this way. Where the Provia threshold, as you can see, same size, but what they do is they put a formed, it's like a plastic, hardened plastic, all the way to the edge. So you don't have that hollow cavity. So that's going to be a lot sturdier to step on. That's going to be really, really hard to break and bend over time. That's the second thing. All right, now let's take a look at the piece that I took out. Right, there it is. A couple of things that I noticed right away. The first, all right, let's not compare primed to factory finish. This is a beautiful finish from the factory. It's going to blow away any kind of primed product you're going to get off the shelf. Not fair, but this is a beautiful finish. For me, I'm going this way. That's the first thing. Second thing, I'm happy that they put foam inside the door panel. So the door is all filled with foam. And there's some wooden edges for the hinges and the doorknobs and stuff like that. But that's good. It's foam. But it's not the greatest. See this little cavity right here? That's a place where you can bend that. You can dent it. A ball goes to it, a hockey puck, whatever. Somebody can kick that and dent it and ding it. I don't love, so what this tells me is they have a big sheet of this, it's almost like a coffee cup material. It's not very, not very dense. And they have these big sheets and they cut them and then they put these panels on it and they glue them on here. But there's some hollowness there. I don't love that. Where the Provia one, this is far superior. This is what they call like a closed cell insulation. And it's formed to the door. There's no gaps. There's no gaps anywhere. And this is a lot more denser. What's the right word? So comparing these two doors, this one is going to be a lot more energy efficient than this one. It's going to blow it away. Now let's talk about the metal, the skins, the metal. Most brands are going to use either 24 or 26 gauge metal. When I was comparing these, I thought it was 24 gauge, but I have a feeling this is actually 26 gauge. I don't have a micrometer it's really tough to compare. But anyways, it's either 26 or 24. Can't be any better than that. It's just very thin metal, where Provia is going to give you about a 47 to 49% stronger metal. They're using 20 gauge metal in their doors. So if I take even, let's just assume it's 24. A lot of other brands will use 24. It's just very easy to bend. Very easy to bend. Where the 20 gauge, it's just a lot harder, a lot stiffer to bend. Just means it's a lot sturdier against dings, dents, things like that. And against breaking and entering, which is a big thing. And then finally, the bulb seal, or the seal on the bottom. This is 4 fins. I don't love that. And the reason why I don't love that, because it's not going to integrate with the threshold that well. See, there's some gaps in there, and they can misshape, and they can bend, they can break, they can rip. Not the best. And this is hollow. I don't know why they don't put foam on there. Well, I do know why, because it's just one piece. So there's no foam down there. Where Provia, the threshold, this is a bulb seal. And what this is designed to do, it's hard to see, when this closes, it actually forms with the threshold. Gives you a nice tight seal. And the foam goes all the way to the bottom. Comparing that, there's no hollowness, no cavity. Again, this is a far superior product. The Provia door, their legacy steel door, far superior product than their premium steel door that we're going to get from the local home center. All right. Well, I hope this is informative. For me, this is very informative. Now I can show customers this is what you might get, or this is what you can get. Just on depends if you're willing to expand your budget, it can step you up to the Provia doors compared to off-the-shelf big box door. Again, if you have any questions, send me an email. You can leave some comments below. It's Paul Ardro with 12 Penny Exteriors, your local window depot. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Strong, sturdy steel door construction. And we'll find out about that later, but that's what this is. The door panel. Oh, cut. I was doing so well, Chase.